My mom thinks I'm stealing her Bitcoin. Now she wants every password I have.
OKOP.
So, Sam, we have a lot of college kids that are listening to this podcast. I think it's safe to say the world is a little bit cracked out on Adderall.
It is, dude. All these kids trying to get that edge, studying, bumping lines in the library bathroom.
And even coffee, like people try and drink coffee, but you get like the jitters. and then Well, Sam, I think we actually have a solution.
Oh, please do tell.
It is strong coffee.
Ow!
Now, Sam, this is no ordinary cup of coffee. It is infused with L-theanine, which will help like remove the jitters and like let that energy last the distance,
sweet,
baby.
last all night long.
And it has MCT oil that helps your brain just work and focus so much better throughout the entire day. Luckily, we actually have a big deal for all the fans and
Big
family
discounts
in OKOP. If you use code OKOP at discount with the link in our description, you'll get 15% off.
That is OKOP. Don't be cracked out. Be maxed out with your full potential.
OKOP.
This is OKOP. I'm Samuel Donner.
And I'm John Frye.
And we tell the funniest stories on the internet.
Yeah, we do. And Sam, I have to ask you, there's this wild world of crypto and investing out there. What's like the worst loss that you've had in like investing or crypto or any sort of loss?
Well, I mean, I went like 50% down the last like month.
That's true.
So I lost like $5-6 grand maybe
Nice.
in crypto, which, like it sounds like a lot. It is. But my thought when I put that money in is it is gone to the wind. Hopefully like in 10 years, maybe it'll be good.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
Like it does. Honestly, the price to me doesn't matter until like 10 years.
No,
now, which I think.
I mean, like that's how you should be investing generally anyway.
Right,
it should be for long term. And if you're doing short term gains and you're not at your computer like 24/7, you're gonna lose money because you're competing against everyone who's super smart and at their computer 24/7.
Also, just the stress. Like I
don't want to deal with the stress, man. I just want to stick around, record silly internet videos.
Yeah,
in my room.
we're already tracking the stock that is TikTok views.
Yeah,
so I don't need another thing
stock.
to track and analyze every single freaking.
But dude, why do you ask about crypto?
Well, we actually have a very saucy, spicy crypto story for the good people today.
The spice of life. Let's hear it.
Yes, it is. My mom thinks I'm stealing her Bitcoin. Now she wants every password I have.
That's not how it works. You keep those keys private. Those are your private keys.
It's, not to be shared.
Don't show your privates. That's what I always say. At least in public.
That's a good rule to live by. Yeah. Maybe in private, maybe the private keys. But if you catch my... So I, Male24, have been in the crypto scene for a while now after my cousin introduced me to its wonders and dangers.
It's always that cool cousin that does it,
Always the cool cousin. Shout out to the cool cousin. Although none of my cousins have showed me crypto.
I guess they're not cool enough.
I guess they're not cool enough. I'm the cool cousin that shows it to them.
Yeah, exactly.
My cousin and girlfriend have been sincerely supportive, but my mother specifically took interest in it because she heard some stories about people profiting big time from crypto.
Oh, what? People profiting from crypto? What?
Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it?
So she made a deal with me. I multiply her money and get 25% of the total profit.
Okay.
As a victim, but not bad. As a victim of the pandemic and sheer bad luck, my unemployed self saw it as an opportunity to be productive and earn, which is interesting, like diving all the way into crypto after, I don't know.
I mean, there's some industriousness there and there's money to be made. So maybe that's the chance for OP to become like what's the thing called when it's like you manage other people's money? Hedge fund?
A little
OP started a mini crypto hedge fund.
Exactly. Now, I made myself a personal account to test the waters. And my mom initially gave me $1,000 to start things off. And they were
1,000 smackaroons.
1,000
right off the bat. Don't lose it, OP.
And well, here's the thing. Things were smooth sailing then. So she gradually added more.
Oh, shit.
And more and more.
Dang. See, that's what crypto does. It's like, oh, wow, look at all these gains. And you put more and more money and then it goes.
Yep, you get the first hit and you get excited.
You're like, ooh, that feels so good. Dopamine running through your veins.
Now, since I'm using my personal account, I decided to invest my mom's alongside my personal funds in one account, but soon realized how difficult it is to track the flow of money. So I urged her to make her own account to avoid any confusion.
Also, like, you should be managing your money or at least understanding where it's going. even if you're giving it away.
Yeah, exactly. You should have some sort of semblance of tracking of
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
happening. But here's the thing. She'd either refuse to make a new account or say, yeah, I'll make it, but then proceed to forget conveniently weeks later.
It doesn't sound like this person's invested in understanding the investments.
Ooh,
Bam.
wordplay.
Boom.
Regardless, I found success in the scene and had what I would consider pretty good calls. I'd be struggling to stay awake during the graveyard shifts, and I even had a 36-hour run because crypto tends to be volatile while my neighbors are asleep. Jeez.
Wow, OP's
The dude was
really putting in the grind,
like
dude.
36 hours.
Sheesh.
I had sleepless nights researching on potential tokens, which paid off with some transactions. But here's the thing. My mother would reject most of the decisions and say she's been there and done that.
How have you been there and done that when you haven't even been able to open up your own account?
You literally have someone else doing it for you.
Yeah, you've been nowhere, madam.
You've been nowhere. Now, I respect the fact that I was playing with her money, so I made the mistake of following her call, which led to a rather big potential loss in her portfolio.
The Wild West of crypto. You're up one day, you're in the slammer the next.
I'd be like, Mom, who was up for 36 hours doing research? It was me.
Yeah, while you were out here sitting on your butt,
Catching Z's.
I was catching Z's dollars.
Z's tokens, baby. Now, it was still redeemable, but honestly, it might take her 6 months before she recovers those losses.
Yeah.
Whew. So sadly, it then became a vicious cycle of her decisions against mine and loss.
The decisions of someone who doesn't understand crypto against the decisions of someone who does.
Exactly. So it became this vicious cycle. Every time I listened to her decisions, we would lose more and more and more. But today, things got heated.
More heated than just losing a crap ton of money?
I finally got her to make her own account, and I was happy I could finally work in an organized fashion with property separate from mine. Hopefully earning some interest, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And she suddenly demanded that I give her my personal account's password.
Keep your privates private.
Exactly.
You don't go showing that to the world.
Nah. She wanted to see all the transaction that happened to my account, which I understand. So I offered to 1, give her screenshots, 2, let her view transactions on the app while I sit beside her. She then suddenly shouts and throws a fit about me making a fool out of her, almost making it seem like I'm trying to steal her money.
OP is not making a fool out of you. You are making a fool out of yourself by not doing enough research.
Exactly. She said things like, that's just money, and started threatening me as if to deprive me of something like, don't touch that account or else. Mama's getting
I mean, that's literally what you wanted him to do.
She wants me to halt all transactions on my account, and I know pretty well that if I do, she'll incur even more losses and then use that loss against me. I'm really ready to jump ship. It's been living hell on earth since I started sleeping under the same roof as her. I was renting a condo previously during college. So a few things to clarify here. I didn't deprive her of any information. In fact, I let her view everything while I was beside her. I've actually decided to just give her 100% of the profit. So he's not even going to take his like 25% cut anymore. Nothing was stolen. I couldn't make a second account for her because the specific app doesn't allow for it, which like should have used HODL, obviously.
Yeah, fact.
And when I said I'd jump ship, I meant I'd leave home, not steal or do any foul play. So with that all being said, I just want to know, am I the a-hole for not giving my crypto passwords to my mother?
No. You do not give your passwords, crypto or otherwise, to anyone unless you want them to take that money from you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you just want to like give someone your money, like,
yeah,
by
go
all
ahead.
means, give them the password.
Put your passwords in the comments right now. Social Security too. Do it.
Might as well. Yeah.
Might as well.
I mean, if you're blowing up your life,
more videos from OKOP.
Exactly. You will be funding us with your Social Security numbers to make infinite number of videos for you guys.
Exactly. And actually what would be even better is you don't actually have to give us your social security numbers and your bank info. You could just subscribe to the Patreon and get perks like joining our private Discord server and just help and support the show.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been popping off recently, which is just awesome to actually be able to connect with you guys like one-on-one.
Yeah.
Like we get so many comments, it's impossible to have like actual conversations.
Discourse. Yeah.
But we can have discourse on Discord,
Wow.
which is great.
Wow. So make sure you subscribe on YouTube, follow us on TikTok and Spotify. And if you want to be a real one, support us on Patreon.
That's right. Join Casey, Xenophorius, Devine, Muhammad, Amanda, Will Combs, Connor Van Buren, Desiree Keegan, and Kathy Quigley.